All right, what's up, guys? Matt here with OddsJam, here to talk to you about March Madness. What I'm going to be doing is giving just a quick 5-minute betting preview for some of the bigger games for March Madness. In this game specifically, as you can guess, I'm talking about Oral Roberts versus Duke. So going to be looking at this matchup being played at 7:10 Eastern on Thursday, March 16th. We can get right into it. So first things first, let's look at the odds here. No surprise that Duke is the heavy favorite. First year without Coach K. Won the ACC tournament, beating UVA in the finals in a game that really wasn't that close. Their best money line odds are offered on PlayUp at minus 259. Of course, you want to make sure you understand and see where the sharp sportsbooks are pricing this play. And in this case, specifically, Pinnacle has Duke at minus 263. And they have Oral Roberts at plus 215. Looking at the spread is kind of interesting here. So the spread is pretty much mainline offered at Duke minus 6.5. But what I will say is two sportsbooks that are considered sharp are Bookmaker and Circa, and they both have this as a 6-point spread as opposed to 6.5. Now, the other two sharp sportsbooks, aside from these two, BetOnline and Pinnacle, have this at 6.5, but look at how heavily both of them favor Oral Roberts at this number. BetOnline has Oral Roberts at minus 113, and they have Duke at minus 107. Pinnacle is the highest on Oral Roberts at plus 6.5, being at minus 116 odds, and Duke being at minus 101. Looking at the total, to be honest, I don't see a ton of value on it. There really isn't a universal total alignment between these two sportsbooks, with BetOnline, Bookmaker, and Circa pricing this at 146 and Pinnacle pricing it at 145.5. So right off the bat, I'm not going to have anything specifically on the total. But looking at these two teams, kind of interesting. Duke, obviously first year without Coach K, still had a pretty good year. If you want to look at advanced stats, KenPom has them as the 21st best team in the entire nation, with the 42nd offense and the 24th best defense. So they were a pretty good team defensively. Oral Roberts obviously being pretty significantly lower than Duke as the 56th ranked team according to KenPom. Now, Oral Roberts is pretty good offensively with the 23rd best offense in the nation, but they're very, very poor on defense, all the way down at 107 in terms of defense. Now, Oral Roberts obviously famous for having stud Max Asmus on the team. He still is one of their best players after that crazy run they had in the tournament 2 years ago when they beat Ohio State in the first round. Duke returned Jeremy Roach, who's a good player for them, but obviously their best player is Kyle Filipowski, leads them in both points and rebounds. But for me, I actually think that Oral Roberts has a chance to upset Duke in this game. I really, really do. If you remove the VIG from the Pinnacle line, that puts Oral Roberts' true line at plus 228, and you can get better odds than plus 228 on a couple sportsbooks, BetMGM, Bet365, WinBet, DraftKings, and Betway. So I actually sprinkled a little bit on Oral Roberts' money line at plus 230 odds. I put 3/4 of a unit on this one. The better bet, though, I really like Oral Roberts on the spread line at plus 6.5. I kind of already detailed why there is some value there, right? If you look at all four of the sharp books, BetOnline, Bookmaker, Circa, and Pinnacle, all of them favor Oral Roberts at this number, with Pinnacle being the heaviest favorite at minus 116. So I do really like Oral Roberts on the spread on this one. One of my favorite stats is that when Duke is 6.5 or more point favorites, is when they struggle the most against the spread at that number, 6.5 points favorite or higher. They're only 6-11 against the spread. Now, in general, Duke was not a good against the spread team on the year as a whole. They were significantly better at home, which is another reason why I like Oral Roberts in this one. So my official play is Oral Roberts plus 6.5 minus 108 at WinBet. I recommend putting a full unit on this one. And then if you want to do what I did and sprinkle a little bit on the money line, I recommend that as well. But that is going to be it. So we're riding with Oral Roberts in this one. I appreciate those of you for tuning in. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.